That just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Yeah, at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady going for it all. And he's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. A strong run. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Play action. Now it's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now then, after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, it's Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Falcons 7, Saints 6.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. They'll run here with Lindsey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey,
and that's caught inside the 30. 2 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 22, Carr. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. This one complete to Jordan Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Brought down by Khalil.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Carr's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action, now it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Eli Apple, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. There he goes, right side.
spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Sly set to boot it. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now a play fake. Carr in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. The open man is Smith. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 51 yards.
12-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Saints 13. Joey Sly set to
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing his car on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off another 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those...
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. On play action, it's Brady. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Saints 13.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. Yeah, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He was calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's third down.
On third down, here's Lindsey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 46-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Brady now on first down. And fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Off the play fake. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's now third down and 1.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Brady going to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad luck that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Second and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Calais. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Brady going to look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. They'll find Lindsey here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Lindsey.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Tonight's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Saints, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.